Donald Trump has gone from one Democratic-created scandal to the next, even being impeached. There's never been a president quite like Trump before. We have never seen behaviour like this in the White House before, have we?
I always used to say the toughest people are Manhattan real estate guys and blah, blah. Now I say they're babies.
Who's
They're
the
babies,
toughest?
the political people. This is the most deceptive, vicious world. It is vicious, it's full of lies, deceit, and deception.
So let's look at some presidential behaviour. The president conducted White House meetings while on the toilet. He reportedly used the N-word to staffers. He put his hands all over women. He pulled down his pants and exposed himself to his staff. He also compared the size of his genitalia, which he nicknamed Jumbo, to that of his male age during skinny dipping sessions at the White House swimming pool. The president had an affair with a famous actress who was becoming a public embarrassment and had even threatened to go public about the president's infidelities, but her plans were short-lived as she was found dead in her home under mysterious circumstances. There are reports of orgies in the presidential pool. His administration has been conclusively shown to have collaborated with mobsters, even sharing a mistress with a mob boss. The president had an 18-month affair with a 19-year-old intern at the White House. She lost her virginity to the president. The president also took recreational drugs with her. He relied on nepotism by picking his own brother as Attorney General.
Mr. President, on this occasion of your birthday, this lovely lady is not only punctilious, but punctual. Mr. President, Marilyn Monroe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
The president joked on a hot mic about bombing the Soviet Union. He called the poor welfare queens. The First Lady has some sort of bizarre astrology calendar to calibrate his campaign appearances. And one year he paid no income taxes. The president had numerous affairs, including his sixth cousin and also most famously with his wife's social secretary, which lasted for most of their marriage. Most infamously, he rounded up 120,000 Japanese Americans and put them in concentration camps. The president had an improper physical relationship with a 22-year-old intern in the Oval Office. He was publicly accused of sexual assault and/or sexual misconduct by 4 women. One woman accused the president of raping her.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false.
The president spied on the opposition party and then covered it up. And unlike Obamagate, the scandal resulted in the indictment, trial, conviction and incarceration of 43 people, including dozens of top administration officials.
And I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I can say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
The president was a paid-up member of the Ku Klux Klan. Could we be getting another racist in the White House? The future president said, "You've got the first mainstream African-American who's articulate, bright, clean and nice-looking." The president may also have some unconscious bias after saying poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. He also seems to have trouble between races when he said Trump is wrong to hold China accountable for the COVID-19 because Americans aren't able to distinguish between a South Korean and someone from Beijing.
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Hunter, you're a loser. Why did you get $1.5 billion, Hunter? And your father was never considered smart. He was never considered a good senator. He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass.